It is time that I make the video that all of you have been waiting for. I'm going to teach you how to use the most overpowered weapon in the game, the MP9. This weapon is absolutely insane, and we're going to talk about it on multiple levels today and really help you understand what you need to do in order to optimize this to your fullest potential. I've talked about it recently and given you some examples, but today I wanted to do this gun justice and give it a full video and break down in Counter-Strike 2 what we are going to do in order to absolutely farm with it. If you guys want to help me out, hit that subscribe button. You like watching CS content, I love providing it. I'm going to be here for you, and 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. Let's go ahead and talk about this weapon. So the first thing we're going to do is actually talk about it in spawn here. Guys, why is the MP9 so unbelievably good? It is only $1,250. This makes it an unbelievably cheap weapon to get, so that when we are on force buys, when we are needing a solution to what we should be getting in the round, we almost always can at least afford an MP9. Now, yes, if our loss bonus is pretty bad and we don't have, if we're only getting $1,900 or something like that, it can be hard to get the MP9 and armor. I understand that, but this is going to be a weapon that always is there for you, as long as we're getting a few kills in the round prior, right? So straight off the bat, cheaper than every weapon. It's good in that way. It's literally your best option on CT side when it comes to primaries in that sort of sense. By far, the biggest advantage of it is that low investment that comes with it. Let's go ahead and talk tactics about it, but first I do have to give you the news about how to get the best MP9 skin possible.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, KOJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, guys, so now that we know how to get the best MP9 skin, let's talk about the strategy of how we should be using it and why it's so good with it. Strategically, it's a very good weapon at close range because it is, of course, an MP9. It's an SMG, right? So it's going to be really effective, and it's going to shoot so unbelievably fast. This weapon literally unloads itself in the matter of a few seconds, and literally if your opponents are fighting you, facing off against you, they are not going to have a weapon that shoots faster than you. Besides maybe the Negev, but obviously who cares about the Negev? That gun sucks for tees. So you're going to be shooting twice as fast, 1.5 times as fast as any opponent you're facing. It's so good in that kind of sense. So the way we're going to utilize this fast rate of fire is we are going to also be moving around. And why this gun is so good is because while you're moving back and forth, it is still almost fully accurate. This gun has such a good moving accuracy, and it really allows us to put so much pressure on our opponents, because from their perspective, not only is a million bullets per hour flying at them, the opponent they're facing is also a maniac moving back and forth, getting up in their face, being aggro. So unbelievably good. Not to mention, guys, it has great jumping accuracy. When you're jumping around and moving with it, it actually is extremely accurate. It's honestly kind of broken how good its jumping accuracy is. Now, I don't want you to be the guy that sits there and goes like this, boom, jump spotting like this. But what I do want you to do is understand that, like, if you find yourself like first orange here, and people are running, you do have the option, like if a guy's on 1 HP or there's a solo dude left, we get one kill, there's only one guy left, to just jump at him and take advantage of the fact of how accurate it is while being in the air, while jumping. One scenario I find myself is, again, if I'm in like a 2v2 and I'm in a sneaky spot like this, I get the kill on the first guy, I might take advantage of that fact and jump at them with all the things we talked about. So overall, it's just so effective. But guys, we're still not done. This gun actually just has so many benefits to it that the list keeps going on and on and on and on. Let's go bounce back around to the economic side of things, guys. It costs $1,250, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we get $600 per SMG kill. $600. Correct me if I'm wrong. They might have updated it, they might have changed it, we'll fact check that. But it just gives you such a great kill reward that makes it so that it's a great investment. If we get 1 or 2 kills, we're already working our way back to building our bank. For oppers, it's great because it's low investment. We get a lot of good op money, and it's super effective in that way. But let's bounce back to the strategy side of things. Why is that high fire rate so good? The MP9, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you guys. The MP9 is so good on that round where you know your opponents are going to be ecoed. So on CT side, when you're facing off against opponents that, you know, maybe we will one pistol round and they're not going to buy the next round, the MP9 is great because what happens in this game is whenever we don't have armor and somebody hits us in the chest with their bullets, our screen flicks up in the air. It flicks up. It's called aim punch, right? So when we have a million bullets per hour flying at our opponents, more of them are likely to hit them, and just one bullet is going to throw them off, and then we're up in their face, we're aggressive. It's so frustrating to play against a good MP9 player for that reason, right? So economics, we can farm money. Also, we shoot a lot of bullets really fast, and because a lot of times our opponent doesn't have armor, we're going to shred through them. We're going to make their screen flinch. We're going to collect, dude, like it's literally just such a great weapon. It's honestly so valuable. And the really cool thing is, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain this is true. If we're close range and we're fighting people, which we should be close range with this. If we're up in their face and they don't have head armor, I think we one-shot them in the head. I'm almost certain we'll one-shot them in the head when they're up on us. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, against unarmored opponents, the MP9 actually is better than the M4 in my opinion, especially on maps like Inferno, where we can really use it to its full strengths. So again, let's talk about another advantage of it. If we're a Halls player, I'm not saying that you should go out here and buy the MP9 over the M4, but one thing you got to realize with the M4 is in really close range angles and fights, with the A1S, one, your barrel is going to stick out, right? So our gun is a very long gun, and we're playing in positions like this, our gun's going to stick out and they're going to be like, huh, somebody's sitting there. Versus like if we have an MP9, it frees us up to play a lot more positions and not have to really worry about our gun barrel sticking out into very obvious situations, right? So in middle, I like to play here with it, you know, get close range, get ready to swing and fight like that. So man, just for that reason alone, it can be really effective in close range fights. But with the fast fire rate, again, it honestly can be better than an M4, because an M4 in Halls, while it's still good and it shoots pretty fast, that rapid fire and that Rambo super fast, you know, burst of bullets that are coming at them can actually have a faster time to kill than an M4 in Halls. Even if we double headshot them with an MP9 close range, even with head armor, it's gonna kill them, right? Double headshot, they're dead. Versus the M4 double headshot is slightly slower, so that could be the difference in some of your kills. Like I said, don't be the guy that just buys an MP9 over an M4. That's not the point of this video. The M4 is better overall than the MP9, but in very certain situations, like, don't get me wrong, like the MP9 shines completely and it can be unbelievably broken. Like I said, this video is just you know, pointing out how unbelievably broken this MP9 is. So, you know, I'm glazing it super hard. The cool thing about this weapon, I don't understand, is it's actually so crazy at long range too. I don't want you to use it in a way at long range, but if you ever have to get into long range fights, if you can hit those headshots and like kind of burst it, that's kind of what I do. I burst it a little bit, so I'll come out here and do a little bursting. Dude, it literally is crazy how you can laser beam people with it. So guys, I want you to try out this gun. It's really effective. Use it aggressively, get up in their face with it. Don't stop moving. That's the biggest thing when you're using this gun. Don't stop moving for the most part. Get really active, run around, and have fun with it. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I'm going to be over in Europe by the time you see this, so I appreciate all of you guys supporting. Maybe I'll be in your country soon, so I'll keep you updated with that progress, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Peace out.